What is up, jabronis? JJ back here from Run Pure Bets. Uncle Terry Snyder, Allie McCann, talking a little PGA. We don't have Mangone this week because he's on another vacation. I mean, who lives a better life than Travis Mangone? So we had a little discussion on the show prior where we had a bit of a Dr. Phil session. Allie Mac's not inviting any of us on her Bank On It shows anymore. And it's such a sad scene. Uncle T, what was your experience like the last time you were on a Bank On It show?
I mean, I thought we had a pretty good segment last week, JJ, to be quite honest. I mean, both of us picked two winners. We followed it all weekend. We were messaging each other. And on Sunday, we were like, hey, we swept the board, all good mojo. And then all of a sudden, Monday, Tuesday, all day today, just nothing from Allie. Nothing. Like, not, hey, good job. Hey, do you want to come back on? Maybe we can, do it again. Maybe we'll pick some more winners. Nothing. I mean,
that sounds absolutely brutal. Snyder, when was the last time you did a show Bank On It with Allie Mac?
It was a week ago or two. I don't know.
Wow, it's been that long, huh? You forgot?
I think we picked winners, but it is what it is.
It wasn't last week. It was the week before. But you picked
the winner. JJ, when have you been invited?
Yeah, the last time I did a show with Allie Mac, Madonna was debuting like a virgin on MTV. Felt like 30 or 35 years ago. I don't fucking know. But anyway, that was the last time. That was the last time I was invited on Bank On It. It was actually at Uncle T. I think I don't know if we swept, but we did good enough. You know what I mean? Like sometimes.
Yeah. Well, here's something funny. JJ and I have never had a winning video. He actually stood me up.
Okay, that was getting out of control.
See ya.
That was getting out of control. That was getting out of control really quickly. Look how quick shit hits the fan with her. I mean, all of a sudden, Uncle T, you're having a light conversation with each other, talking about a show with your friend that she didn't invite you on, or maybe invited you on. And next thing you know, it gets all fucking personal.
Yeah.
You just, God, it's like, you hate to see it, though.
You say a light conversation. I was getting chewed out before the recording started, and then you started it again, chewed me out when we went live.
Fake news. Uncle T, fake news, right?
I mean, again, I'm gonna eventually get back on the show, but I'm gonna take Mangone's and your all's guidance, and I'm gonna just maybe keep her on read only for a while.
That's it. Allie, any thoughts on our friend Jordan Elmore and his comment?
Jordan, don't start with me.
No, it's all in good fun. I'm sure it's all of us that are the problem, right, Uncle T? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so the RBC Canadian Open. Snyder, where is this event, by the way? LOL.
It's up north. It's up north in Canada.
All right. So real quick, Uncle T, how'd you do last week?
Yeah, it wasn't the best week. I didn't. I had a lot going on last week at the end of kind of getting my other job schedule kind of finalized for the summer. So I actually went a little bit light last week, but what I did not end well. But not in golf. I did end up the week, JJ, if I could, because I know you crisscrossed some shows. Want to give the Kegger, a little shout out. He put me on to Joey Logano. I know it's a golf show, but we're talking winners. He put me on to Joey Logano about 10 minutes before I went out to shoot around the golf with Big T, and Joey Logano shipped for me 9-1. So did pretty good to end the weekend, JJ, but not real good on the golf scene. But we're gonna, my top 20s came through, but DFS not so good. But we're gonna get it this week.
Sorry, I appreciate the keg shout out too, because me and him were talking that NASCAR show Sunday, and he had a lot of praise for Joey Logano. I think I'm even quoted saying, "You're legitimately knob-slobbing this dude today." And knob-slob indeed. Good for him. Allie, I believe you had a little bit of a good golf week in the T20 streets. Am I wrong?
I did. I had a 3-0 sweep at Uncle T's. That's a 4-0 sweep. Pretty good. My outright.
Thanks, Allie. I appreciate you adding me in there. You didn't need to, but I appreciate it. So getting back to my good graces.
You helped carry that video. So 4-0 in the PGA top 20 streets last week. I had 2 or 3 matchup winners hit, and no outright. Shane Lowry did not win. I think he finished tied for 40th, but I'll probably run it back with him again this week.
Allie would probably be a millionaire if she could just deal with not betting the Angels during the worst streak of their team's career. But anyway, Snyder, how about you?
Wait. I had to acknowledge the fact that I had a Mike Trout home run prop, not last night, the night before. Didn't hit. What does he do last night? First at bat, hits a home run. So, like, very fitting.
Hate to see it. Snyder, how about you? How was your week last week?
It was all right. I had a pretty good team going until Cam Young decided to shoot like 11 or 12 over on Sunday. I mean, that took my team down from it was sitting. Yeah, it was sitting really good. He was like inside the T5 and then goes out on Sunday and shoots like 85 or something. I think I could have shot better than that, but it was all right. We're gonna jump back into this week. I've got a tournament of my own coming up tomorrow through Saturday, so pretty pumped for that. I was out practicing earlier, hitting the ball pretty good. So hopefully we can carry that over.
Good luck, Snyder.
You love to see it.
I hope to be able to see next year at the Niehaus house. You just waxing that Niehaus ass, Snyder. That's what I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping to see a lot of hurt feelings.
The smoke will be there if he wants it. That's for sure.
The smoke is coming.
I'm not going to want it in golf, but Snyder, I hope that you can get whatever you desire from the Niehauses. They've had a few too many dubs, and it's time for the median to hit, if you know what I mean. Snyder, I'm sure
golf lessons will be there, but we're going to add in some basketball lessons as well this time.
I think Snyder's going to play the old flop lag from 1 year March Madness to the next year March Madness flop lag for himself.
I've got some pretty big bets out there, and I'm welcome to more.
Uncle T, knowing what you know today, which isn't a lot about the question I'm about to ask you, but what do you give the chances of me and our friend Allie McCann against Snyder and Mangone on the Niehaus slab?
Ooh. Can I get a number? What's the opening number? Can I get to see
the opening line is a pick'em?
No way, that's a pick'em. Come on, now you're messing.
Opening line's a pick'em.
Can I call Faxman real quick and see what he thinks?
Can I get how much can I get down?
Okay.
Faxman coached me my whole life. He might troll me to you, but he coached me my whole life.
Well, I mean, this is a tough question because you guys are all on the show, and 2/3 of you are not going to like the answer.
Allie, a true underdog story. Let me tell you a quick underdog story, okay? You know how many DC cuckolds came at me about the whole, you suck at basketball. There's no way you're beating DC. The guy runs marathons. Let me tell you something. DC still hasn't scored 21 points. Allie, I would love the idea of us being an underdog, and if that's the case, cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Snyder, get ready to play back this recording.
Yeah, how much can I get down?
Snyder, don't be silly. Don't be silly. You did this once.
I could probably shoot some threes, but anywhere near the basket, it's just So
you don't like contact then down in the paint. You like to play out on the perimeter.
Yeah, don't touch me. I'll just shoot the threes.
Do you hear that, Snyder? No touching.
I just picture Mangone like boxing her down and
I'll just stick Mangone on her. Yeah,
Mangone being a gym class hero. I just picture that. But I'll be honest, I think it'll be more competitive than you guys think. But we shall see. Yeah. All right, so let's go into this, Snyder. Your infamous rundowns here on the Canadian Open, which ironically enough happens to be in Canada.
Nice.
Walk us through it.
Correct. It is in Canada. St. George's is the golf course they're going to be playing. It's a short par 70. It's going to measure just over 7,000 yards. Very small bent grass greens here. Again, they're going to be like around 4,000 square feet on average, which is very small for PGA Tour usual. We usually see the greens are going to be rolling at around 12 on the step meter there, Dunkel. We're going to have only three holes with water in play, but there's going to be over 100 bunkers that are going to be littering this properties. These small greens will also host many false fronts as well. I'm making strong iron play that much more important here. It's a unique course setup here too. It's got 3 par 5s and then 5 par 3s. So,
I even spell that
the par 3. Yeah, the par 3s will play longer when The par fives are all gettable here. The track's heavily tree lined, so you're
No,
going to
I
need to
didn't.
find golf.
I didn't fucking spell it right. Why are you lying? Snyder?
No, it's terrible. I about lost it, but I got to stay focused.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, heavily tree-lined fairways here. I mean, you're going to need to be accurate off the tee.
Yeah.
You're going to need to be able to find fairways at a high clip here. Looking for some key stats here. Strokes gained approach, fairways gained. Birdies are better percentage. Par threes in that 200 to 225 range. And strokes gained putting with an emphasis on bent grass.
Awesome.
Snyder loves bent grass.
I thought for sure I spelled it right because Snyder was like, "Yep, you spelled it right," and this fucking guy just blatantly lied. I wasn't even close. It's Stimp. It's MP.
Yeah,
It's
correct.
Simp.
STIMP.
Uncle T, what do you know about simps?
Hang on, I'm trying to put my NBA team in. What'd you say?
what do you know about simps?
Step meter?
No, simps.
No,
SIMP. Simps.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Like you simp to something.
Allie, you know about a
Is
simp?
that like cap, no cap?
Oh, Allie knows all about the Sims.
I know all about the Sims.
Is this a white thing?
Am I getting fucked around again? I mean, do we know what simps are? Simps are. You know what?
I mean, so much for moving the damn show along. We're talking about stent meters and simps.
Simps. I just, this is things people want to hear. I mean, the stent meter is great, but some people want to hear about what a simp is. And Allie has had her fair share of simps, I'm sure. But anyway, let's move on. What's with the face? We've all had our experience with simps.
You have Sims?
Correct.
I'm a Dunkle Simp.
I don't.
For sure.
Okay, that segment is over. That part of the show is over. Okay, so moving onward, the DFS plays. Uncle T, who do we like this week at the top and the bottom for DFS?
Yeah, this week for DFS, Snyder had his show Tuesday night. I had mine this afternoon. These guys are all priced up outside of the top range. We got guys in the 8 to 9K range that are way overpriced because of the strength of the field. But that being said, I really like two guys in the 9K range. I like Matt Fitzpatrick and Corey Connors, and I'm giving you both because is this a free show?
Yes.
Uncle T, I know this sounds crazy. It's free every week.
All right. Well, I always ask because I don't want to give away all my premium stuff on this show. So I like a couple of those guys is what I'll say there. I like Corey Connors quite a bit. JJ up top, I think he wins the golf tournament this week. He's in Canada. They're playing at a different course this year, this tournament. So I'm going with Corey Connors as my DFS play up top.
Anybody at the bottom you like, Uncle T? Want to give
down towards the bottom. I like Rory Sabatini. JJ, he's down there all the way at the bottom of the board, maybe 70. Where is he? 7,200 on DraftKings. Really like Rory Sabatini as a value play this week. Seems like this is the type of course, a smaller track that irons are key. Hit some fairways, hit the greens, and I think he can make enough birdies to hang in there at 7,200.
Cool. Allie, what was your problem with Corey Connors?
Now he's not going to win it. Corey Connors was my outright this week.
Right in.
Here we fucking go.
Easy to fade now.
She's saying, Uncle T, that you two are agreeing, and you two agreeing has been just a fucking money pit.
Yeah.
I am taking him out of my player pool now.
I don't blame you.
Snyder, who do you like for DFS? Say Corey Connors.
Absolutely not. I'm going to go to the guy that nobody continues to want to play. I mean, I don't see anybody that's really high on him around the industry this week. I'm going to go with the guy who just lost in a playoff at his last event. Was vying for his 5th tournament win of the year already. Scotty the Kid is going to come in under 15% again. Nobody wants to play him. He's finishing 1st or 2nd in pretty much every event this year. So Scotty the Kid is the guy I'm going to go with again here. He's hitting over 7% of his greens in regulation in his last 10 events. That's going to be a huge stat here with the small greens and the tree line fairways. So Scotty the Kid is going to come in under 15% again. Super easy to get overweight on him. I'm definitely going to play more than one of these 10K guys. I'm going to go stars and scrubs in the majority of my lineups. And my favorite value down below is a young gun. He's one of my favorite guys I've been watching here as of late. just won the National Player of the Year award from the University of Oklahoma. Finished 7th at the Puerto Rico in his lone PGA start. He just qualified for the U.S. Open as well on Monday. So I'm going to go with Chris Gotterup at 6.3K. I think he should be in the mid to low 7K range in this field.
Zero chance JJ's going to spell that right. Zero chance.
Snyder, I'm in a good mood, so you're not getting booted. First of all, you give out Scotty Scheffler, who's the fucking favorite, and then you give out a guy, out a guy that no one's ever fucking heard of. The second
nobody ever plays Scotty. I mean, Scotty has been my Morikawa of this year. I've won more money on playing Scotty this year than anyone else has.
Just go to the top
JT
of the
is also
board.
the favorite. JT and Rory and Scheffler are all tied for the favorite.
He picks a guy, Chris Gotterup, who's literally 400 to 1 to win this turn. I mean, all right, you know what, Snyder, I respect it. That's why we're just going to keep moving forward. If Scotty wins, obviously it's fine. But
can I make a comment? I actually love the Gotterup call, to be honest with you, JJ, because that takes some, that took some balls. He knows some information. This kid can play. I love the call. But they'll go up top for a 7-1 all the way at the top of the board. Snyder's better than that. He's too good for that.
You're going to play Corey Connors, who's probably going to be the highest owned guy on the slate.
They're going to be about the same percentage. They're going to both be about 20%.
No. Scotty's going to be under 15 again, and Connors is probably going to be 25.
You guys want a let me look at do we got a 5-5?
I'm not betting him a 1v1.
No, not a 1v1. I'm saying do we have a 5-5? Because I would say let's use the 5-5-5 tournament as the
yeah, it's gonna be way up. Connors will be like 25%, and Scotty will be under 15.
Scotty under 15. I'll definitely bet you there.
In the 5-5-5.
I know Connors will be owned. I'm not saying he won't, but I think Scheffler will too. We'll figure it out after the show.
All right. Okay, so let's move over to outrights. Allie, now is your time to shine.
I feel like I'm just speaking garbage. Now we know Corey Connors is going to come out and miss the cut, but call me basic, doing the Canadian. Corey Connors, 22 to 1. He's Canadian. He's made for this Canadian event.
You just love the breakdown. You just love the fucking science.
I'm not done. Listen. Corey Connors, he's coming in with solid form. So let me add that he was the best player on approach last week at the Memorial, finishing tied for 13th. Approach is important this week. Elite ball striking. I just lost my train of thought because I just know that this is going to be bad. But I think the timing is right for him to win this week. So give me Corey Connors as an outright.
Corey Connors to win the tournament. He is Canadian. Uncle T. Uncle T to you.
I'm sticking with it. I had it on the Pen Seeker show earlier. That's probably why Allie got it. She piggybacked off my play.
I didn't watch it yet. I watch it at nighttime.
Well, I appreciate you not watching. Thank you. We're going with Corey Connors, 22 to 1. I'm arm in arm. We're going to do it
Everybody
again.
in the industry is on Corey Connors.
Oh, here we go. Everybody in the industry. Snyder knows every angle. He knows who everybody's playing. He reads all the same damn charts that everybody does. He thinks he knows everything.
Uncle T's winner, Corey Connors, 22 to 1. He's Canadian.
I did not add that he's Canadian, but
wait a minute. Well, Allie, did you miss while you were speaking? Because this was up while you were speaking.
I had this whole write-up for Corey Connors, and I couldn't even get through it because Uncle T threw me off earlier in the show. Once he said it, I was like, but.
Can I give you my long shot, Uncle?
We're all kind of like low-key mocking the Canadian pick of Connors. And what does Uncle T do right after? Corey Connors, he's Canadian, 22 to 1, DraftKings New Jersey. Snyder, please, dear.
Whoa, I got my long shot still.
No, we do that after.
No, we do that after.
All right, go ahead.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go for a different guy. No, I'm gonna pick a different guy. I'm not gonna pick the same guy I used for DFS. I do think it's gonna be a stud that wins this, man.
Taking shots. I love it.
This is a pretty shitty field. Once we get outside of these top 7 guys, I think it's gonna be one of those top 7 guys. I'm gonna go with Cam Smith at 11 to 1. I like him here. He had one of his pretty bad ball striking performance last week. I mean, he's usually a better ball striker. I think he's going to club down here. He's not going to have to hit the driver, which the driver can get shaky at times. I think he's going to be able to club down here, find these fairways, and target these greens. And, I mean, he's got one of the best short games. He's got one of the best short games on tour, too. So I like Cam Smith. I think he's going to have a lot of good birdie looks this week.
That was a tough part of the show to get through. Snyder, the long shot that you think has the best value.
I don't really like any of these, like any guys outside of that, but I would go if I had to pick someone. I gave this away yesterday on the show. I'm gonna go with Brendan Todd at 80-1. I mean, he's got the perfect game that sets up for this event.
Up to about 30% ownership.
I'm not gonna play him. I don't even know if I'm gonna play him. He's coming in right around 12 to 15% ownership. I'm seeing right now. But I think he's a good guy. I mean, he's good off the tee. He's got a good, solid short game. He got coming in top 5 at the Charles Schwab. So Brendan Todd at 80-1 would be my long shot. But I don't think anyone outside of that top tier is going to win this event. I think it's going to be a stud that wins this event.
I should have done an edible before this show. I mean, this show would have been so much better for me if I was under some type of influence. But if
the rest of you guys are on him, I'm going to pull him from my pool.
This has been like I'm like my forehead lines are getting worse by the minute. Uncle T, your long shot, Corey Connors.
Please.
I am not going with the extremely steamed up Brendan Todd that every podcast and show has talked about Brendan Todd the last 2 days.
Been great.
I'm going to go with.
Listen to any this week.
I'm going to attempt to get back in Snyder's good graces because I think he likes this guy. Maybe not this week, but he likes this guy as a golfer. I'm going with Sahith Theegala, 65 or 70-1, depending on where he shot. I think he could have even gotten 80-1 yesterday. He's been bet down a little bit, but 65-1 on DK Sportsbook right now. Snyder, any good?
Yeah, I like him. I don't know if I'm going to get to him this week. He was just in Ohio trying to qualify for the U.S. Open on Monday. So he got to Canada here a little late in the week. So, I mean,
Snyder,
he's still a solid option.
I like him. That's a good play, Uncle T. He's just not for me this week. That would have made me feel a little better.
That's just what we talked about on the show on Tuesday. We just talked about Sahith.
He's got some talent. I think he's going to win.
Sahith has definitely got some talent. Yeah. I definitely like Sahith as a guy going forward for sure.
Was that an Allie Mac clear her throat because it's my time to speak? Clear her throat. It was like perfectly timed. Like people were
I wasn't listening.
Allie's like, Allie, the floor is now yours.
I mean, do you even want me to go? My long shot here is Brendan Todd.
Are you kidding me? This show is completely off the rails. Man,
didn't you guys see me reacting as soon as he said that? I said, "You're kidding me." Do you even want the rundown here? I'll give you my take on why I think. I think he should be able to utilize his short course expertise to contend. He fell off a bit after a killer 2019 season, but at the Blair Texas Open, finished tied for 8th. Most recent start, Charles Schwab Challenge, finished 3rd. He also ranks 5th in accuracy, and he's gained strokes on approach in 5 of his last 6 starts, which, again, is something we look for here. So he's my long shot.
I know this sounds really crazy to, like, the 6 people that watch this show, but, like, we literally have a golf chat. Like, we literally have a golf chat where, like, sometimes we'll talk about what we're going to say on the show.
Yep.
And as you can tell, this show is clearly not pre-rehearsed. It's not – there's no rehearsal dinner like a wedding. You know, like, it's
this
just –
is bad. This is a bad one.
It's
well, it could be very good. Like, if Brendan Todd crushes and if Corey Connors crushes and if Scotty Scheffler crushes, I mein, we're going to love the show next week.
Yeah, for sure. But, like, let the track record – show that every time any of us have doubled down on someone, it has been
mojo, though.
The last time I brought up Scotty Scheffler, I think he won, so hopefully he can do that again.
Best golfer in the world, Snyder. You're not grabbing the number 68 golfer in the world when you're making these picks.
I was like banned from picking Scotty Scheffler on this show. Like I could have easily came in and said I'm taking Scotty Scheffler.
I didn't pick him to win. I just picked him on DFS, which is completely different when he's the best player in the field and he's not even close to being the highest
hot
owned
tonight. Just coming in hot.
Love it. I love the comp. Look, that's like swagger to him, Uncle T. I love it.
No, but everybody's always talking. Like there's one guy, I won't name his name, but he told Big T one time that Scotty Scheffler wasn't a top 15 golfer.
I remember that. I'm on your side there. I remember that vividly. Yes.
Whew.
All right.
It's been tough for your
Segment
hosts.
3,
folks.
JJ.
It's been tough. Allie, we stick with you. T20s.
Oh God! All right. Well, at least I'm kicking it off this time. Tony Finau plus 110 over his last 24 qualifying rounds on courses under 7,200 yards. He ranks 7th in the field total strokes gained, 10th in the field strokes gained ball striking, and he sits 5th overall. Approach, like I mentioned above, is definitely something you want to pay attention to this week. So to add one more stat for Tony, he's 9th in the field when it comes to strokes gained approach. So Tony Finau, lock him in for top 20.
I like that pick because as long as Tony Finau doesn't have to win a tournament, I can fuck with Anthony. I can fuck
That's
with
why
him.
I did the top 20. I was looking at him as an outright, and I was like, top 20 safer.
Yeah, he's not a winner. He's actually a lifetime loser. But he's it's all right. It's all right. T20 works. T20 works. What the? Is that a lighter? Is that like a victory lap? Is that like she makes a good comment? It's like fire up the lighter. Uncle T, T20. Who do we like?
Yeah, I actually like that call quite a bit. But for my T20 this week, I am going to go with a guy that we've played quite a bit and we've mentioned quite a bit on these shows. I like Chris Kirk. I know the number is only plus 160, but I still think you might be able to shop around and get a little bit better on FanDuel. I don't have that up. Plus 160 on Chris Kirk. He's been playing well. T5 at the PGA, T15 at Colonial. I think he's got an outside shot to win the golf tournament this week. If it's not one of the top 7, which I'm in agreement with Snyder. I mean, it'll probably come from the top. But if it doesn't, and those top tier guys don't get there this week, I think Chris Kirk's got an outside shot of winning, and I'll probably put a little bit on him as an outright as well.
Love it.
My video today was Tony Finau and Chris Kirk on Twitter. So no, I don't want the floor. I don't want the floor. I'm just letting you know that I picked Chris Kirk. Actually, I spelled his name Chris Kurt by accident, but I had Chris Kirk and Tony Finau.
Because Kurt was on your mind.
Good.
No, the real reason is I speak into my phone when I type because I can't really see. And so I said Chris Kurt plus 160 DK and came out Chris Kurt. And I never saw it before I tweeted it. So
tell you what, Kurt's been on my mind. I fuck with Kurt. Like that kid.
I actually did a video with him today. So maybe he was on my mind because we did a video.
Absolutely love it. Snyder, T20. What do we like?
I'm going to go with David Lipsky. I like him on DraftKings and the T20 here. He's made 5 of 7 cuts. Comes off a top 40 at the loaded field of Memorial last week. He's got a pair of top 10 finishes on this last 5 to 7 events. I think he's a good guy. He can hit fairways. He can hit greens. 2 stats I'm looking at this week, so I like David Lipsky. He was one of the soldiers as well this week.
Love it.
Snyder Soldier.
Up, here we go. Yeah, the Allie Mac phone's out. Phone's out. it's out.
She just texted Kurt and said that she mentioned him on the air.
I just keep it in my palms. Whatever.
This show's almost over, thank the Lord. Snyder, your favorite matchup?
I'm going to go with CT Pan plus 100 over Johnny Vegas. Johnny Vegas has been
Snyder, don't do it. He's not in the field.
They still I just looked.
CT Pan withdrew.
I still have him up on DK on the matchup deals.
I'm pretty sure he withdrew.
Let me find another one. Did he?
Let me double check. You know I wouldn't mess with you. I'm pretty sure he withdrew.
No, that's all good. Yeah, I was just looking at.
Let me double check for you while you're looking.
At the odds here.
Good call, Josh.
Yeah, he withdrew.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Snyder, we can go back.
Come back. I'll find another one. Take one. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I just got home and looked on DK at the matchups.
I mean, I would have liked it if he would have played.
Uncle T, how
Yeah, I'll
about
have to mark him out. I haven't built my pool or anything yet.
No rush. We got a panel. We got a panel of experts. I use that term loosely. Uncle T, your matchup.
What the hell?
What?
You're next, Larry.
Look at Allie, and she's like flexing the guns.
I mean, yeah,
I'm sweating over here, so
good.
My matchup this week is going to correlate with the rest of the show. I'm going with Corey Connors -120 over Harold Varner III. I think Harold Varner is priced up way too much. I think he has the live golf thing on his mind. And I wouldn't be shocked either after this tournament or after the U.S. Open next week that Varner could be on that plane over to playing the other tour. So, for me, I think Corey Connors, I like that play, -120 over HV3.
Awesome. Allie, we'll go to you for your matchup. But before we do, what do you think the ratio is of shirts you have with sleeves versus shirts you have without sleeves?
I have like a big bin of tank tops, and like once it hits May, that's like all I wear. So, but in the winter, you saw me pretty much every video I did, I was in like a turtleneck. So it's gun season.
I got like no neck. I wear a turtleneck. I look like a bank robber. It like covers my eyes. All right. So Allie, your favorite matchup?
So this is a different one for me. Patrick Rodgers over Cameron Champ. Rodgers' ball striking is much better than Champ entering this week. Over the last 24 rounds, he ranks 50th on tour and approach versus Cam, who ranks 90th. Rodgers is also doing much better around the greens recently, so I'm going to take Patrick Rodgers over Cameron Champ.
You have the odds on that? Is it 110?
I took it at -102. But I think it's changed. That's why I was just trying to check it on.
Good enough. If you got it 102, we'll post it there. I'm sure it didn't. I mean, if it moved, it wouldn't have moved that much. Snyder, last but certainly not least, your matchup.
Yeah, I'm gonna side with my buddy Uncle T here. He
go.
likes that Matthew Fitzpatrick. I'm gonna go with Matthew Fitzpatrick over Sam Burns in this matchup, -118. Burns, he's just coming off that win. I think this could be a little letdown spot with him. With the major coming up next week, I like Fitzpatrick to bounce back off of a bad performance last week. I think he sets up very well at this track. It's a shorter tree line track that's going to pretty much put all of his skills in play here this week. So I like Matthew Fitzpatrick here versus Sam Burns, -118.
Awesome. We'll stick with you, Snyder. Any final notes? Anything you'd like to address the class about or talk about with this upcoming tournament or your week? Any fun weekend plans? I know you have your big golf tournament. That's this week, right? Not next?
Yeah, correct. This Thursday through Saturday. So looking forward to that. I'm going to play a lot lighter this week because I don't like the way this field's set up. So I'm going to play maybe 50 teams is all. I might even like lock 3 guys in there like I do for the 20 max sometimes. Lock in a couple values. And I think I might lock in Cam Smith as well or Scheffler. Try and maybe lock both of those guys in there, see what happens. But yeah, it's just going to be a fun week. Just going to take it easy as the U.S. Open's coming next week, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Cool. And leave it to me to solo you, and then you're done. Uncle T, your final notes.
Cameron.
Yeah, same with Snyder. I'm taking it light this week. I've actually already started looking at the PGA or the U.S. Open next week, and kind of just start my initial dig in on the next major of the year. So really looking forward to that next week. Next week I will be on my golf trip. So not sure if I'm going to make the Wednesday show next week. Me and Big T, actually Big Rob is going with us as well. So we will be on location. Not sure if I'll be able to dial in on Wednesday night from where we're at or not, but if I will, or if I can, I will to say hello to you guys and, maybe give some picks.
Love it. You see, at least you're willing. Snyder goes on vacation. When Allie goes on vacation, nobody's available when they're on vacation. You know what I mean? And who's reliable? Snyder is always reliable. Allie, final notes?
No, just light week. I'm more so excited for next week. But we still come on. We do the show and pick some winners. Hopefully I sweep in top 20s. But That's all she wrote.
Excellent. Absolutely fucking excellent. All right, folks, thank you for watching. Hope you found this video somewhat informative. Maybe got a few laughs from it. As always, thumbs up. Gamble responsibly, stay safe, and yes, run pure.